Hey guys, and welcome to the video. Today is the 10th of October 2021 and we are here for Alton Towers Scarefest. I have been excited for this event ever since we left Scarefest 2020 really, because last year was so good. I'm hoping that this year will be the same. I'm joined today by Joe. No, sorry, not Joe. Yeah, Joe. I forgot what your name was then. Josh and Zoe. They are currently getting things ready, and they'll be with us. But yeah, so excited. Look. There's a Scarefest car. I know we saw it at Oktoberfest, but it's still exciting to see it.
You've also got the roaming ancestors.
Yeah, you've got the Alton ancestors. All of Tower Street is done up. You would have saw it in the cinematic shots at the start of the video. There's the Alton ancestors look. There's also some over there. You've got the big Scarefest logo over there. We've also got the Scare Mazes today as well. So we shall be in the Altonville Mantors, the Attic Terror of the Towers, and also
Darkest Depth.
Darkest Depth, that's it.
And
what's the last one called?
Freak
Show, that's it. Freak Show Toxic Junkyard. Yeah, Freak Show Toxic Junkyard. And we've got those at 4 today as well. Are you excited for today's events?
Yeah, it'd be fun to compare it to Thought now. Because, you know, I've done some horror mazes, now it's time to do some more horror mazes.
You know what, Joe?
What?
Maybe Towers will actually have their roller coasters open in the dark. Thought. Oh! We're looking forward to Towers Screamo, by the way, because apparently there's Towers Screamo available today.
Because me and Ryan are both metalheads, so you know, that's what you'd expect.
So,
I think the ancestors are about to start.
Yeah, the Alton ancestors are about to start, so let's go over here and get some ancestors action before we start our day here at Alton Towers. So as you just saw there, a bit of Alton ancestors. Those were really good. Those were probably the best that I've known them to be this year. Zoe and Josh are there now. They're doing their intro. And whilst they're doing their intro, we thought we'd come and show you the Oktoberfest area that's now been turned into the Scarefest area. So as you can see here, your Bratwurst stand's been turned into spooky sausages. Your marshmallow stand is basically the same, not gonna lie. And it's all been like spooky themed. They've made it a bit more open as well, so I don't know. Oh, I've actually got the fire pit. Sorry, I thought they said. I thought they weren't there. I couldn't see them. The stage has also been themed to Alton Towers Scarefest. They've took that Vivarium skin off of it, and they've put the Alton Towers Scarefest skin on. And they've also changed the bunting as well. You've also got your Wunderbar, that is still here, it looks like, but it's just your German theme. You've got your Freaky Fries over there, your Blooming Onions and Tornado Potatoes, Skelvin's Scary Churros, Dog Roast and Phil's Grill. Do you like a bit of Phil's Grill?
Oh, I've gotta love a bit of Phil's Grill.
Got a bit of Phil's Grill. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of offerings in this area, it just seems to be the same as Oktoberfest, really.
We showed them the new stage.
Oh, yes, I've shown them the new stage, but I've not shown them what's on the stage. So let's go and have a look. I'm not sure whether we're going to show you any of the shows today, just because shows really aren't our thing, are they?
Nah, we watch them if we're bored.
Yeah, so we might show you, we may not. Also, I may have dubbed over the music for the Alton ancestors, because the last time I showed music in a show, I got copyrighted. But yeah, here's the stage.
In every single vlog.
Yes, I don't like copywriting. But yeah, here's the stage. This is where all the stage shows are shown. And there is a sign up front over there showing you what stage what times the shows are on. And here we go. Here are Zoe and Josh. Are you excited for your Scarefest adventure today?
Everything that rides.
Yes. Hopefully, as I was saying this at the start of the vlog, hopefully the rides are actually going to be open. But that is still yet to be seen. And I just want my Alton Towers Screamo. I'll be honest with you, I just want to hear it.
we're here for.
All we're here for is Alton Towers Screamo. Guys, should we head off towards our first ride?
Smiler.
Smiler, his top coaster.
Smile always.
Smile always. Right.
And I'll do a rap about it.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Yo, it's the Smiler. Leaves you smiling. Get marmalising. That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's head towards the Smiler and get corrected. Right, so just while walking to the Smiler, I just thought I'd show you the entrance for Toxic Junkyard. You've got the same barbed wire reclaim yard as was here last year. Pretty good actually. They've actually, oh, fake barb. Is this fake barbed wire? Oh yeah, I thought it was real barbed wire then for a second.
Did you?
Yeah.
The only thing Alton Towers will wrap a sign at eye level for most children.
Hashtag health and safety, yeah. Confirmed scrap keep out, guard dogs, oh, loving all this. One thing that's interesting actually is they've actually put the queue line there instead of on the grass this year. It's really good. And as I showed in my vlog, you've got this. That looks ugly, I'm not gonna lie. They could have covered this up a lot better. I don't like the way that looks. That looks cheap to me. Joe, what do you think? I was just saying that I don't like the way that looks. It looks a bit cheap and a bit bin baggy.
Got a little bit back tunnel.
Yeah.
So close to my face.
I don't know, but unfortunately that's not it, Chief. I don't like the way that looks, but yeah, that's my only gripe.
Oh, spooky man coming.
Hashtag spooky man. Right, let's head towards the Smiler as we originally said. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. On the Smiler, front row. Wow, yeah, that was riding very similar to how it did when it opened. How was it for you guys?
Smooth.
This is a Smiler fanboy over here, #1 top coaster.
When is something that good though, like, you can see why. It ran like it was brand new.
Yeah, it did. I second that. It was running absolutely amazingly. How was it for you?
Exquisite.
Exquisite. We got an exquisite, ladies and gentlemen.
We did.
And Joe, how was it running for you?
To be honest with you, when it was doing the thing, and they did the thing was pretty, you know, thingy, right? And then, to be honest with you, that inversion, yeah, Smiler's really good. Stop dissing it.
I take insult to that. I say it every time, but those two corkscrews at the end, put a trim brake here, look, right there, put one right there. Solve all of the Smiler's problems and it'll be great. It'd be absolutely fantastic. But sadly, they won't spend any more money on it and put any more trim brakes on it, so it won't be perfect. It was just those last two corkscrews that did it for me, and that was it. Yeah. Right, we're heading off to Oblivion. I'm not sure why I said that so Italian.
When I say Oblivion, I'm like Oblivion.
Oblivion.
That's what I go, so! That's what it sound like.
That's how they started saying it. Italy. Oblivion. Right. Let's head towards this 2001 B&M dive coaster, 1999 B&M dive coaster. I think it was. I'm not quite sure. What?
2001, is it?
It's 1999 or 2001?
99. Come on.
99. Oh. Getting it wrong here, folks. Getting it wrong.
It was like 97.
What?
Was it Oblivion 97?
I don't know.
It was 97.
It's 1999.
It's not 1999.
It's 1999.
So
All right,
right
look.
here, right now.
Oh, RCDB it, look. What is it?
14th of March 1998.
Oh, that is a good shot.
It was all wrong.
Like a bit of spice.
Well, right. Right, So now I've been corrected on that and by Josh on RCDB. Let's head towards Oblivion. Where is the Altonville man for?
That sign isn't as
That'll-
good. That isn't as good as the other signs I've seen so far.
No, it's not. That'll be us at 4 o'clock today. Oh, Zoe's doing her vlog.
Have you two decided that you're doing them yet?
No, I'm so broke.
Wow.
Unless you want to
I'm
play.
getting top flies.
Unless you want to
What?
play.
What are you being attacked by?
Flies and wasps and
Yeah,
waspy
Ryan.
towers.
Yeah?
You know how you were 2 hours late?
Yeah.
Do you want to pay for me and Josh to scare me?
How much is it like between like for 2 people?
24 quid each.
Oh, ouch.
So yeah, 48 quid for the both.
Wow, yeah, I don't even think I may be able to afford that. I need to eat as well, you know. I have to pay for other things.
Literally in about 10 minutes time in the vlog, we'll buy a Wickerman coach for like £80.
Yeah, but the difference between that is I actually need it. Like I actually need to eat.
it. You've got a coat.
I don't actually have a coat.
Map shortcut.
Map shortcut.
Map shortcut.
Here we go. So,
If you didn't know, if you cut through the towers
from here to here or down there.
it's the Merlin Annual Pass
I think
shortcut,
you've
isn't
been
it?
hanging around with Tyron too much because you don't say here like a normal person. You go here,
Here.
you cut through here
Here.
to here.
Right, so we are heading over to the Wickerman for a good ride on this hashtag beast. I'm really looking forward to this. The last time we went on Wickerman, it was running really, really well.
It's a pre-show.
Yeah, well, apparently the pre-show's gone now. Again, we don't know why, but pre-show's gone. We'll have to see if it's actually on, and we'll let you guys know, because, you know, I like to update you on things on this channel. So, yeah, let's hope it's on for Scarefest. Oh.
Yo, where did you hear that the Wickerman pre-show's not about?
Sort of all over Twitter.
Oh.
When?
A couple of days ago.
It's back on now.
Oh, is it?
Should be.
Hopefully for Scarefest. I was saying hopefully for Scarefest I'd have it on. Are you guys ready for some good bit of wood?
Say no.
Yes, I am looking forward to riding Wickerman, an amazing wooden roller coaster.
I am, but I don't like the pre-show.
Really allowed in your
Very
windows on this
overrated.
channel.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, Zoe don't like the pre-show. She's one of those.
One of those people.
She's one of those people who puts the big one at the number 1 as well.
Imagine being that Tim.
Whoa! Whoa, there's abuse going on over here. I'm leaving this. But yeah, if you're wondering why there's cuts, by the way, in my video, it's him telling inappropriate jokes. It's a family-friendly channel. There's kids who watch this channel, you know.
Hey Ryan,
Yeah.
do you want another cut?
What?
Right, so let's get on the Wickerman. That was a good ride there on the Wickerman. That was running right rapid, wasn't it? We was on the very, well, we were on the very front row. These were on the very front row. But we were on like the second row. How was that for you?
Smooth banging out, fun, intense, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it really was. How did you find that?
Same as Josh.
Well, yeah. I do, I really like Wickerman. And that ride was great. Joe is taking some photography, well, photos. I don't know why I said photography.
What? Oh, did you get a good shot there? Go on, show us your shot.
Didn't get a shot.
Oh.
You didn't get a shot apparently. We're gonna get some shots of the Wickerman now. Look, it's coming down. Oh look, here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What a shot. Yeah. Again, love the Wickerman. I really do think it was a great investment for Alton Towers at the time. It's done them so well, and it's brought the park back to its glory, in my opinion.
There we go.
There we go, a bit of mid-talk B-roll. But yeah, we're heading up to the Forbidden Valley now to go ride Galactica and Nemesis.
Yes.
Best coaster on park.
Nice.
Hey. Nemesis, best coaster on park.
You realise that's a new name for Smile?
Whoa. Controversial opinions. Controversial opinions. Right, I'm going to turn you off and I'm going to turn you back on at the Subterra building. So I want to talk about it and I want to actually see if anything's changed from when we were last here. So yeah, let's go to the Subterra building. Right, so here's the Subterra building. I want to see if there's anything else gone on with it, because the last time we came, it all cleared. And like I said in the last video, I do think when Nemesis closes next year for its refurb, this will be the topic of hot discussion, because I reckon the next ride will be here. What?
Guess what?
What?
Pumped up there.
They are! Like last time. So if you didn't know, last time they pumped the tyres up.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, it does look like nothing's changed. This used to be the, what was it called? Project 42 maze as well. By the way, when I say flat ride, I say something inside, because there could easily be something going inside this. So, yeah. But yeah, it's still clean, I guess, over here. So they're definitely, you know, keeping it topped up. Or keeping it refreshed, sorry, keeping the cleaning refreshed. But over here, sadly, look, it's all dirty again. What do you think, Subterra? What do you think something's coming to it next year?
No.
Oh, well, that was pointless. Do you think something's coming to Subterra next year?
It's hard to say. Not much looks like it's changed from the outside, so.
No, because I've got a speculation here, but I've got a theory about it. I think when Nemesis closes for its refurb next year, this will become something, and they will have a filler attraction here for the Nemesis refurb next year.
If it's going to become something, I think
Stuff
it will be
blown
like...
in the window there.
The stuff that where?
Like, you know what I mean, that sheet and stuff.
Oh yes, over there. To be fair, they did use this as the Project 42 scare maze, so that could just be it, but I don't know. I've been wrong before.
Something needs to be done with it.
Oh yes, Hypercoaster on this site, right next to Nemesis. Are you all right, mate?
How dare you put something next to his baby?
Wow.
You say stuff like this, and it's community going, RMC!
I'm just waiting.
Have you got a pen for someone? Just write it on the wall.
I'm just waiting for somebody to write RMC 2030 or something on here. But yeah, right. Let's head towards Nemesis. So there we go then. We have had a fantastic ride on Nemesis and Galactica. Galactica was running really well actually. I really liked that ride on Galactica. Like I've said in the past, it can be a bit Marmitey for me. I can either love it or hate it. It's just one of those rides that it depends what ride I get on it. But yeah, it was actually filled with airtime. I got a pop of airtime as I came off of the first lift hill, and you go down and to the portal and that lot, and one as you flip on your back. But yeah, it was a really good ride on Galactica. And Nemesis, back row, it was as intense as ever, and oh my god, I loved it so much. It was running really well. What do you guys think to Nemesis and Galactica?
Nemesis was the better ride out of the two. I got a lot of airtime on Galactica, but Nemesis back row was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's so intense. Not rough, intense.
Are you alright, mate? Do you need some help? Go on.
Go on, go away, shoot. Who invited you?
You're about to do it.
How did you find that?
Nemesis was okay. I preferred Galactica though. I got a lot of airtime on Galactica, which is new for me.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not used to Galactica on airtime. Whenever I've been on it, it's not ran fast enough, to be fair. And it was quite intense. I feel like it's because we were on the back and we were being pulled over. Because we were on the very, we were on the very back of Galactica, so we were sort of, you know, being pulled along with the train. And it was very forceful because of that. So maybe that's why, because you said it felt a bit faster, didn't you?
Yeah, it did for some reason. I'm not sure why. It might just be because you pulled over the back, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we've ended up in the Forbidden Valley area of the park, like the David Walliams area of the park. We're going to go get some food from Burger Kitchen now, and we'll see you afterwards. But one thing I wanted to show you before I go is the Monster House party, which is around here. This is new for this year. I don't think I'm going to be able to go close to it because I think you have to actually book onto it to go close to it. But here you can see, it's over here, the Trick or Treat. Oh no, it's called the Trick or Treat Town. And you've actually got a countdown to Halloween over here as well, which is really cool. Really like that. They've really decked out this really nicely. And there's a wall of David Walliams over there. So all good stuff really. They've decorated the park really nicely this year for Scarefest, I have to say. So I don't think we're going in the trick-or-treat party. It's not for our demographic, and it's not, you know, I don't think we'd enjoy it as much as someone else, and we'd probably give it a bad review for no reason because, you know, we didn't get many sweets or whatever. But yeah, again, the trick-or-treat party, we're not going in there. We're not paying £10 for trick-or-treat, are we? Oh, what are you doing? Ah! Wow, inappropriate behaviour. Right,
Mate, that's what you meant to do.
oh, let's go get some Burger Kitchen. Are you ready to eat some burgers?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready to eat some burgers?
Ryan, are you ready for some food? Are you ready? Ryan, are you ready?
It's all because, right?
Ryan, are you ready? Are you ready for some food?
It's all because,
You haven't
right,
told them if you're ready yet.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm
cool,
ready.
let's go.
Are you guys ready for food?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, let's go get some onion rings. Hashtag onion ring crew. I'm bringing it back. Hashtag onion ring crew.
Come on.
I'm bringing it back. Hashtag onion ring crew. So we had our Burger Kitchen then, and somehow these guys managed to drag me on this. Look at it. Oh, B-roll.
I'm not your B-roll.
There we go. Look at it. Yeah. How on earth did you get me on that?
I didn't. These two that are currently being so antisocial by just filming a roller coaster rather than talking to us. Both of them completely ignoring us, right? Look at that.
Yeah. I have to say though, in terms of like rideability, that was one of the better rides I've had on Rita. What do you guys think about Rita?
Loved it.
Smooth, really fast, good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a smoother ride. I'm not denying that. It's just that bit of airtime that you usually get. I didn't get it. I didn't feel it.
I did.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
You just hate Rita, so you'll be like, I didn't get this, and it wasn't this. And
That's what you would
that.
never
hey,
see.
I'm trying to be positive as possible about it. I'm saying it's one of the better rides that I've had on it.
So how was it one of the better rides you had on it when you had no airtime?
So it was smooth. I'll say that it was smooth. It wasn't as rattly as it normally is. Rita normally has a rattle to it. That wasn't present. So you know what? Overall, fairly good ride. Me.
At the back as well.
Yes, from the back.
Back 2 rows.
One thing I will say is though, there's a lot of queue jumping going about at the moment, isn't there, Joe?
Bit of a security issue. There's been few security members around.
There's a lot of security about. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you know, you know. But yeah, we're going to head off to the Scare Maze now, aren't we, Mr. Joseph Oakley?
Should be good. Should be good fun. I'm not as pumped ready for this.
No.
Like, we thought we did the Crows walkthrough. We did we saw the sort of Amityville shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not as ready for this as I was. I'm not in the mood to be scared.
No, I feel like because we've been, I don't know, I feel like because we did, yeah, like you said, we did the Crows beforehand, we've got in the mood. Yeah, I do feel you on that one. But I am excited to see what they bring to the table this year, because it's all of Mesa are about to do is recycled. But one thing we will say is, we may not be able to do Toxic Junkyard due to, what I'll say, technical difficulties, but we'll have to see whether that opens later.
An incident.
An incident, yeah. If you want to go and search it on your own, you can do, but I'm not going to pander to it in this vlog. So yeah, let's go and do the Alton Towers Scare Maze for 2021. I nearly said 2020 then. Oh, what a year.
Yeah, should be good. Should be good.
Right, so we've just come out of all the scare mazes for Scarefest 2021. You know what? I'm going to say this straight off the bat before I go into the individual review, because the way we're going to do it is we're going to review each individual maze. I'm going to give my thoughts, Joe's going to give his thoughts, and we're going to try and keep it a bit more concise in the thought vlog, because we do understand that we ranted on a bit, didn't we, during the thought vlog. So, yeah, I'm going to say this outright. Towers did the mazes better. They did them a lot better. I'll say this for all the mazes, they were very, very well thought out, whereas Thorpe's mazes was just pure scares. These were the anticipation building up. There was a lot more build up to the scares. There was a lot of, how would you put it? There was a lot of, it wasn't necessarily actors scaring you, but you was anticipating them to be there.
More suspense.
Yeah, suspense, that's it, sorry, I couldn't think of the word then. So yeah, let's talk about the order that we did them in. First, Darkest Depths, a very, very solid maze for this year. You can tell that COVID's over in the scare mazes, because that was a lot better than last year. You weren't going through in your own group, because the way that it worked last year was you all stood apart, socially distanced from each other in the first bit. That wasn't the case this year. You're all clumped together. The captain at the start, or the guy in the tavern, had a lot more freedom to do what he wanted to do with the people that were in that group. One thing I will say about that first bit was that he was a little quiet. I would either ask the actor to speak up a little bit or turn the audio up, but that's just a little gripe.
Maybe give him like what Thorpe did quite a bit, which is like in what was it, Creek Freak Massacre. They gave some of the actors microphones.
Yes,
I think
they did.
You probably do with that, because he didn't have one, but then we struggled to hear him because the audio was quite loud. So yeah, I think maybe give him a microphone, that might be best.
Yes. So yeah, but apart from that, I felt like it could have done with a few more smell pods if I was being extra critical. But the maze itself was phenomenally well themed. It really was. I felt like I was on a ship, and that's what you want. And this year, the scares were turned up. It was a lot more scary than last year, and it was a lot more adult than last year, because this year it's actually classed as one of the mazes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas last year it was one of the family mazes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it anyway?
To be fair, considering it's the first Towers maze we've done, I was a lot more impressed. Like, I can see why people go to Scarefest over Friday night. Very good smell pods. I didn't think there was too little of that. I thought it was the right amount, because it was meant to smell damp and decrepit and rubbish like that. But yeah, overall really good. It was quite tight, quite claustrophobic, which I think Thorpe doesn't do as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot more open spaces at Thorpe. But yeah, it was overall really good, that one. It's a different take as well. Not many people do pirate horror maze, do they?
Yeah, that was Pirate Horror Maze done right, in my opinion. And I said this last year, Darkest Depths was one of the top mazes for me this year, and this year it is for me as well. Now, we'll talk about my rankings at the end of this. Then moving on then to the attic. That was impressive. It was a lot better than last year. Last year, again, you were split up. This year, you wasn't, so you got to play off of the people that was in your group a lot more. And I felt like that really added to it. There seemed to be a few more rat runs this year. I don't know why I'm looking to you, because you didn't do it last year. But there seems to be a few more rat runs. Seems to be a few more places for the actors to go, and that helped with the atmosphere in there. It was very scary, whereas last year it was quite suspenseful. But yeah, all the actors, I mean, all the actors in all the mazes were phenomenal this year, but those ones were very good. There was a in the initial room in the attic itself, there was this female actor who was playing up this almost childlike character, and she did it phenomenally well. She scared the pants off of me. Like, she honestly did, you know, she did her job very, very, very well. She knew what she was doing, and she knew where to put the scares as well, I feel like. We didn't, one thing they did last year was they held us in the bedroom where you saw that special effect on the beds. They held us, they see that? Yeah, they held us in there to watch the bed scene, but unfortunately we weren't rushed through, but we were told to keep going, weren't we?
We were told not to stop, so...
Yeah, so we didn't get the full effect of the bed, because basically, if you didn't know, last year there was like a ghost effect on the bed, and it was very good if you stood straight on. This year, we were ushered on through the maze rather than staying in that specific room, which, you know, but this year, I would say that maze was very much stronger than last year. Let's get some initial thoughts from Joe then, someone who hasn't done that before.
Very, very good. Like, I think, you know, everyone has what they're scared of the most, and I'd say it is mostly ghosts and ghouls and stuff.
Yeah.
I did find that one personally a bit scarier.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're playing on, isn't it? Because, for example, I loved how they themed every part of it from the ceiling to the floor. Like, the floor creaked as you walked over it. You know, there was different sections where you weren't sure if something was an actor or not. I had a really good scare where I literally turned a corner and literally right here there's an actor like grinning at me.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, okay, this is a bit scary. But yeah, it's very good. I did feel like it was missing a finale, but you said like the previous year there was like a devil at the end.
Yeah, they
like,
didn't have a devil there.
It was missing a sort of final scene. So yeah.
Because last year, I'll explain this before going on to the next maze, but they did have a devil there, and he was a slightly bigger chap with a mask on, and he roams the last bit, and he would go through the rat runs with the other actors, but he was the finale, and he really did his job well. Again, that wasn't there this year, unfortunately, but you know what? It was a pretty solid maze, but for me, I do feel like they need to do something different. I feel like another maze, another play on the attic or the Terror of the Towers story would be great, because the Terror of the Towers used to be a free maze, and it was a very good free maze when they did do it as a free maze, and it was all about these urban explorers. Maybe they could go back in and show what happened to the urban explorers. I don't know, it's an idea to play with, but that was my thoughts on the attic. Overall, fantastic scare maze again. You'll see a pattern here. Yeah. The next one then we did was the Altonville Man Tours. Oh my god, that thing was bloody terrifying. That's how a scare maze is meant to be, in my opinion. One thing that was different from last year was they didn't have the initial mine shaft room before, because of COVID, you were ushered through that room. This year, you had to stay in this pre-showy area kind of thing. You had three pre-show areas, I'd say. You had the introduction to the maze, which you got with the attic as well, but you didn't get with, well, you got the introduction with Darkest Depths as well, not with Toxic Junkyard though, but we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, you got 3 introductions. So you got the initial guy at the start who sort of explained the story, what it was about, you know, oh, you want to see the legends, that kind of thing. And then you went in and you was in the mine shafty bit, the pre-mine shafty bit, and the girl was speaking to you about some extra details about how she wanted to steal your skin because you looked pretty. She explained the horror aspect of the maze, whereas the other guy explained the basic story, the outline of the story to the maze. And I felt like that was done very well. And then you went in and there was like this showy bit where the lights went off and it was flashing, and there was actors coming out from the left. There was only one actor in there actually, but that was done very well. Then you had to step over this plank, didn't you? But we felt like that was to separate the groups.
It was almost to stagger them so they're not all clumped together.
Yeah.
It felt, because it was, a lot of people didn't just step over it, because it was about, we sat down by the way, so it was about this high. So you did have to step over to get it over the sort of plank. But yes, it seems to stagger the groups quite well. There's just me, you, and the 2 guys in front of us. But I think because we're a bit younger, we managed to get over it about the same speed. So
yeah, but one thing I'll say, by the way, is the actors in there I felt like were better than any of the actors in any of the other scare mazes. Those people were there to frighten you, and they did it very, 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 very well. The smell pods were stronger in there this year. The grandpa wasn't in his pants this year. He was in sort of like a coat. He wasn't completely in his pants before. The last year, 2020, it was a bigger guy in a pants. So it was more of a funny, laughy. This year, it was more of a scare. There was an emphasis on scare.
Really, really reminded me of if you played Resident Evil 7, the dads in Resident Evil 7. You know what I mean if you've seen it, but it was very much like that, where he's just sort of walking around acting a bit scary because he's a bit of a grumpy old man type.
Yeah.
Very good to my opinion.
Very
That was
good.
A lot better. I'm comparing it to Creek Freak because Creek Freak was similar. It's about cannibals, isn't it? So,
Towers did it better though, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot better.
Towers did it a lot better. Creek Freak wasn't themed as well as that was.
It was more like Creek Freak was laughing at you because they wanted to eat you, and they made it a funny thing that they wanted to eat you.
Yeah.
Octonville Mine Tours was very, they really want to eat you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because like I had one actor stop dead in front of me and not allow me past.
I had that as well.
Yeah. While he was like ranting on about how sort of like, you know, he wants to eat your flesh and wear my skin type thing. So yeah.
And do nice things with you.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And again, but it had that great finale. So
yeah.
I feel like the Attic missed it. Darkest Steps did it well with the Kraken. This one, you get basically, we spoiling.
Yeah, we're spoiling.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put a thing at the start of this to say skip to.
Yeah, you get shot in the face by like a proper shotgun that fires out some smoke. I nearly got hit. The guy just in front of me, as he blew the curtains, I saw the shotgun blast hit him, sort of going in the face.
Yeah,
that was really good sort of scare just to finalise.
My favourite bit on that scare maze was the skin maze, the skin tunnel, because it was very claustrophobic. It was very realistic feeling as well. Like for me anyway, I felt like it was very realistic feeling. You had the smell pods and you had flashing lights, and I found that so scary. In my opinion, if I'm going to go into a scare maze, I want it to be scary, and that was scary. And you know, hats off to Alton Towers. That is one of the best mazes I've ever done.
Yeah.
I would put it behind the Sanctuary actually now. Now I've done it again, I'd put it behind the Sanctuary. And if you know me, you know I loved the Sanctuary dearly. I would, if you're watching Alton Towers, bring the Sanctuary back. I love the Sanctuary. Right, before I get on a Sanctuary rant, let's talk about the last and final maze. That one over there, Freak Show Toxic Junkyard. It was a lot better than last year. Last year, me, Jesse and Kieran, by the way, we just found out they got engaged. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah, congratulations, by the way, guys.
You cute couple, you.
Yeah. Good. I'm not sure whether they want it released on social media, but this will be coming out Tuesday anyway, so, you know. They posted on Facebook anyway. But basically, yeah, when I did it with Jesse and Kieran, it was a lot more exposed. What they've done this year is they put the tarpaulin over the top there. That helped a lot because it wasn't so glary. Before, the sun was glaring into the scare maze and it was ruining it quite a bit. That year, because it was a little bit darker, it made it a bit more for me. It made it feel like a junkyard. You weren't really looking at the roof, you were looking around at all the different things around you. So yeah, I would say that was a lot better than last year personally. It was the weakest scare maze for me though, unfortunately, this year. That's not to say it's bad, because it was very, very good, and as I say, it was a genuine improvement from last year. But I just felt, you know, I feel like that maze plays on the nostalgia a bit too much. It has a lot of props in there from old Alton Towers rides, and I feel like it could have been better. But that's not to take away from the fact that the actors in there again were fantastic. The theming was amazing, and that's one thing I want to emphasize, by the way, in all the scare mazes, the theming is so much better than Thorpe's. I feel like Alton Towers put a lot more money into their theming, whereas Thorpe's, it's more of a wooden shell with things put onto it. Alton Towers actually adds theming onto things. So yeah, that was very good. For me though, again, Toxic Junkyard was the bottom of the pile, but I did love the chainsaw finale. I love being chased by a good chainsaw. Do you?
Yeah. I purposely slowed down because I saw the women behind us are so terrified they were trying to run, and me and Ryan were just casually walking in front of them.
I wanted to get chased by a chainsaw. I love a good chainsaw finale. Do you know what? The fun scare mazes are the ones where you ran out with a chainsaw, and that's definitely one of them. That's the scare maze this year if you want that.
For one, the biggest thing I took from that is it's got to be done in the dark.
Yeah.
You do that in the daytime, and it's not that scary. There's not a moment there where I went, oh, that was scary. Like, I even saw all the jumps coming because it was very, without darkness surrounding you. I can understand why it's not that jumpy. You can literally see the actors running around in the rat runs.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, and it was more like, to me, what that maze should be is a free maze to make people go into the other mazes.
I 100% agree with you.
The other three mazes are really, really good and worth the money. That one, if I'd never done a horror maze and I thought, oh, let's see if I can do a horror maze, perfect entry horror maze, and make it free, because at the end of the day, you've not spent much money on it.
No.
Most of the stuff in there is just reused from what you've had lying around in storage. So to me, make that free, and other people might buy into your other mazes. But yeah, I'm not too scared of clowns, so it didn't bother me at all. It was well themed. It was literally walking around like a themed experience, because, you know, it's not my fears, if you like.
Yeah.
And because it was in the day as well, it didn't vibe with me. But yes, the weakest one I've ever done, put it that way.
Yeah, I completely agree with Joe. I feel like that should be free. There used to be a scare-free, well, every Alton Towers that I went to, because I stopped going to Alton Towers for a few years, and I used to go Scarefest every year, and there always used to be at least one, maybe two free scare zones and one free scare maze, and that always used to be the towers, and they don't have one, and they've not had one for a couple of years, and it's a huge missed opportunity in my opinion. I know it costs money to have actors in your scare mazes. Even if you used to raise the ticket price by £5 or whatever, I feel like it'd be worth it just to have, and like Joe said, that introductory scare maze that everybody can get into, everybody can get the teeth into what Scarefest is about and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, 100%. I really hope you're taking note on Towers. But yeah, that should be that free scare maze. That would be perfect for it. And bring back Zombie Scare Zone, because that was also bloody brilliant. That used to be where Darkest Depths was. So overall then, like I said at the start of the review, Alton Towers did the scare mazes better, a lot better. I feel like Trailers at Thorpe was amazing. Creek Freak Massacre was also amazing, but Towers did it better.
If we compare the main three, with the main three, Alton Towers is better, but I feel, because I've been let down by Toxic Junkyard, I'd say they're on par.
Yeah.
Just because Toxic Junkyard's pulled it down. Like, all three mazes at Thorpe were really good. All four mazes at Alton Towers aren't really good, but all 3 of them were. 3
Yeah.
of them were really, really good and were better than the 3 at Thorpe. But you see what I mean? It almost pulls it down. And so far, Scarefest hasn't been as much of an event as it is at Thorpe.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. And we'll talk more about that at the end of the video. But I feel like if you want to get into the gist of Scarefest, you've got to catch the Altonville, not the Altonville Mine Tour, sorry, the Alton Ancestors. You've got to go watch the shows on this over here. Whereas Thorpe, it brings it to you.
Yeah, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's more of an event. The Alton Towers don't do that because things are more of a themed experience. So at the moment for me, overall Thorpe did the event better, but the scare mazes, for me, Alton Towers did it better. Now, talking about where I'd rank the scare mazes then, I would put, Toxic Junkyard bottom. Again, great maze, but just didn't do it for me as much as I wanted it to. Then I'd put Terror of the Towers because, again, great maze, and I don't want you to think I don't like it, because I do, and I loved what they did, and I absolutely love that maze, but again, just wasn't doing it for me as much as previous mazes were, like the Welcoming and the Sanctuary. You got to bear in mind that I've done a lot of the scare mazes that used to be here, so you know. And then I would put Darkest Depths in my second spot. Absolutely love Darkest Depths. I think it's very underrated. And then I would put Altonville Mine Tours, because that thing is bloody brilliant. And please don't get rid of that. Just don't. I mean,
well, eventually.
Yeah, eventually it will go. All scare mazes come to the end of their life.
But that's got a couple more years.
Yeah,
least,
I feel like the new ride scare mazes will only last for a season or so. Sanctuary actually lasted longer. Sanctuary was the longest scare maze that was tied to a ride because the Smiler didn't open on time. Alton Towers actually opened the Sanctuary scare maze in the time that Smiler didn't open, if that makes sense.
It was meant to open in March.
Yeah.
And it didn't open until May,
so they ran that scare maze, and that's what made it for you. So okay, go on, rank your scare mazes.
I'd have to agree, that order. So Junkyard last, Darkest Attic, then Darkest Depths, then Altonville Mine Tours. Because to me, yeah, it's that way around. It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of, I think again, because we've come here to be scared, even though we appreciate theming.
Yeah.
It's almost like the level of scare goes up with the amount of theming. Even though they shouldn't really correlate, they almost do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
And I would talk about price for a second then, because we paid £24 each. It was 28. Was it 30 normally?
It's 28 for the bundle, but if you pay for each maze individually, it's 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for pass holders, like Joe said, it's 24, and we paid the 24. For that price, considering we paid 22 for the Thorpe bundle, it's an amazing value.
We paid the same amount.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I can remember, because we didn't pay each other for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's fair. Okay, if we're going off the same price, then Towers value is amazing.
Which slightly annoys me, yeah, because like if we paid the same price at Thorpe, you only get 3 mazes.
And these are themed better.
Yeah, and these ones are 4 mazes. Granted, one of them is a bit, yeah, but you know what I mean. You get an extra maze for free, basically.
Yeah.
For the same price.
And they're well better thought out, in my opinion. But yeah. Like I said, great value, and I would definitely recommend, full-heartedly recommend you come down here and check these mazes out if you do get the chance. And that's my honest opinion. Would you say the same?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We've got to see what else Scarefest gives us today.
Yes, yes,
Sun's
definitely. Sun's going down.
About an hour's time.
Sun's going down. We're getting lots of rides. We're going to catch up with Zoe and Josh now as well. And we're going to get.
Told me they're waiting a spinball for us.
Ooh, spinball whiz. I love a good bit of spinball whiz, you know. So we're going to definitely have to get on there. But yeah, let's head off then. If you want to hear any more of my opinions, again, as I always say, I'm more than happy to do a video on it if you want me to elaborate on my opinions, if you want me to go into depth about the scare mazes, again, more than happy to do that. So yeah, let's head off to Spinball, go see Mr. Josh and Zoe. Joe.
Yes.
Something must be happening here, right? Because I tried another like smooth ride on the Smiler on the back. Yeah. Like I might feel like pinch me. Oh wow. That's a bitch slap. How did you find that? Because that was incredible.
Perfection.
Yeah. It was. I'm looking at the camera angle here, by the way, like with it like tilted. It's very artsy. It's very artsy. Yeah, absolutely love that. I'm pretty sure you're the same. No, you can't. Like, it's riding like a new roller coaster. That is running so beautifully well. Like, bearing in mind, I don't know if I mentioned this on the channel before, but I was one of the first 1,000 people to ride the Smiler because we and my parents came on the day that it opened.
Yes, and we it all the time.
Oh, do I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Well, we queued for ages for it, and that's how it was riding.
It's still just the last bit of a Cobra roll. If people know what the Cobra roll is, it's the third to last in the...
This one here.
So in the camera, this bit. This bit here.
This bit here.
Yeah, it's still a bit jolty, isn't it?
On that ride for me it wasn't. I think it's because you were sat on the edge, I was sat in the middle.
No, this way around, I was sat in the middle.
What?
This time I was sat in the middle. You sat
Oh, was you? Well, but yeah.
Oh wait, yes. Yeah, it was, yeah. Yes, ignore me.
But yeah, like absolutely fantastic. Again, like I keep saying, trim the last 2 corkscrews, but even they were smooth. Even they were smooth.
Just look at it in the dusk light. Look at it. Fantastic ride.
And it's gone up in my rankings as well. It's gone up. Where I'm not sure yet. I need to put a few things around, but I think it's definitely knocked speed off of its spot.
The best Gerstlauer.
For the best Gerstlauer, yeah. That is now officially is the best Gerstlauer for me in the UK. And I've done all of them, if I'm not mentioned that already as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that already as well.
I feel like I mention that in every vlog.
You mention most things in every vlog.
Right, we're gonna head off towards Spinball Wizard now, I think, aren't we? For a good bit of spinning action. So yeah.
Spin me right
round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round. Too bad that's not a soundtrack, banging song. So yeah, let's head off towards Spinball Wizard. So we just had a fantastic ride there on the Spinball Wizard. Would you guys agree it was a good ride?
Yes.
It was spinning, it was whizzing, it was flying, it was brilliant.
Right, so Joe's not come in this area. He won't set foot in this area. Can you tell me why, please? We've set foot in CBB's lands.
It's with a heavy heart, right, that Joe won't be joining us for this ride. He doesn't want to be a part of the Octonauts. Well, for me, it's all the experience. If you need to get a cred, you need to do the cred. You have to make sacrifices, but it's not like we ain't got plenty of time. We're ridding everything anyway. So I think, Joe, right, if you're watching this, you owe us a ride on Octonauts.
Yes, he does. Hashtag lap the Octonauts all day. But yeah, we're about to go
on the Octonauts roller coaster because why not? And you know what the funny thing is, Josh?
It's actually a night ride. We're gonna get a night ride on the Octonauts roller coaster.
Our first night ride on 2021 Alton Towers is Octonauts.
Oh my god, I feel so ashamed. Right, let's get on this hashtag beast.
Look at that Zamperla goodness. Just look at it. I get Zoe's opinion, but this cheats recording B-roll.
So we've met up with Joe then. Hey, hello Joe. Hello. We're watching some of these stage shows. I don't think we're going to stay for much of it because it's not our type of thing. But yeah, what do you think to your Octonauts adventure?
Turn back a page.
What
was the words you just said?
What?
We're not going to stay here for too long because it's not our kind of thing.
All right.
What did you just go and do?
Okay, I think it's time to talk about our shameful ride on Octonauts. Well, how did you find that, Zoe?
It was amazing. It was so good.
It's not our thing, this.
Yeah, Josh, we had a different experience though, didn't we?
It was the most traumatic experience, sat in the back row with all the parents watching.
Yeah.
And I was just like this.
We were getting looks. We were getting dirty looks. And yeah, it's good for the cred. If you want to do it for the cred, do it for the cred. But if you actually like, yeah, if you're an adult, don't go to CBeebies Land and do the Octonauts roller coaster. I'm gonna have to crack out the lights soon because it's getting a bit dark again. But yeah, let's go head towards our next roller coaster. I think we were talking about Wickerman. I'm gonna end the clip here actually because it's brighter. But yeah, let's go towards our next attraction. Oh, and we decided to do Wickerman as our first like proper night ride. Look how beautiful this is lit up this year. Me and like Joe, well, me and Katie Adventure were saying last year this needed to be lit up, and I'll show you. This is lit up perfectly. Look at that! Wow. The queue is on a. I can't see what the queue's on at the moment, but we're going to go on it. Yeah, look at that. Look at it though. Look at it. I'm just blown away by it, to be honest with you. Sadly, you can't see the fire on that side. It's not on at the moment, but I tell you what, it's well worth it. Yeah, let's get on the Wickerman in the dark. Oh, it looks even better from this angle. I'm actually going to come down this queue a little bit to have a closer look, because look at all that. The way that it's lit up is beautiful. Yeah, I've got nothing more to say. Right, let's get on it. Oh, so we just had an incredible ride there on Wickerman. I literally can't see anything right now because I've got a light shining in my face. But man, wasn't that a good ride, Joe?
Fantastic ride. This is the main reason I love Wickerman. Reason it's like second to me.
You know, I'm gonna stop because I can't see a thing and I'm about to walk into a tree. Josh, I literally can't see a thing. This is the only issue with this light, right? It doesn't diffuse the light, so it just there. It's everywhere. Here we go.
What do you think to that?
Well, that's bright. It's not good. It's insane. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like, you just can't describe it, can you? Like, it's something you need to experience yourself. It's the atmosphere, the pre-show, the lighting packages, smoke machines, the airtime, the intensity. It's immaculate. Ride of the year for me, 100%.
What do you think to it?
I'm the same. Like, it just feels levels above last year. But no, it just feels so different from last year. Maybe because it's all lit up this year. I don't know,
Yeah.
but the actual ride, it adds to the ride experience, which you wouldn't really think, but it honestly does. Like, ride of the year for me as well. Like, that was actually perfection.
Absolutely, 100%. They lit up the coaster. The coaster itself, on the actual ride itself, had an atmosphere. I'm not even sure why I'm walking because I can't see where I'm going. But yeah, it had an atmosphere. The light, the coaster itself was lit up immaculately. It had such an atmosphere. It was brilliant. Honestly, one of the best night rides I've ever had. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that either. I genuinely think it was a special night ride. Yeah, we're heading off towards the Smiler to go have a night ride on there. Hopefully get some off-ride shots and hopefully not get blinded by a big light. I need to do something to this light because I can't keep walking like this.
Oh mate, I am. I'm seeing stars at the moment. I really am.
Oh dear.
Hey Joe.
Hello.
Do you like the light?
Right, mate.
It is. Oh my god, right. Before I actually walk into a tree and kill myself. Okay. Oh, I might actually. Okay, I'll walk this way. I'll see you at the Smiler. Oh, would you just look at that? I know it's not lit up perfectly, but it is lit up. Oh, are you excited for your night ride? It is, honestly. I saw this being built, and to have two great rides on it today really meant a lot to me, to see that it's being maintained. So let's get on the Smiler. Right, so we've just finished our day at Alton Towers with an amazing ride on Wickerman. That's one of the best rides I've ever had on Wickerman. It was so fast. We were on row 10. These guys were on row 9. Again, I'm sorry for the light. Yeah, absolutely fantastic ride. Yeah, before that we had a ride on 13. That was running really well. Did you guys enjoy 13?
It was alright.
Yeah, you're not a massive fan of 13, are you?
I'm not the biggest fan. I think it's just a bit, like the advertising ruined it for me. Like the hyped up and it's not that great.
Nah.
It's overrated, I think.
Yeah, I
By
think,
like people in the community as well, I think they overhype it a bit too much.
Yeah, I think it's underappreciated. I don't think it's overrated. I agree with not Rosie, sorry. I mean Zoe on that one. But God, where did I get Rosie from? Oh, there's a car. In terms of the Smiler then, because we went to the Smiler before that, yeah, absolutely fantastic ride there on the Smiler. That is one of the best rides I've ever had on the Smiler. I was saying to these guys, and I said on these guys' vlogs, it made me quite emotional because I've not known it to ride like it has today since it opened. And to see it working like it is now, like it was when it opened, if that makes sense, it's just so good. It's so good. Alton Towers are so good at maintaining their coasters, and you know, in terms of maintenance, they're just so good, so good, so good. That's all I can really say. So talking about the day then, before I talk about, actually no, I'll talk about Scarefest first. Scarefest then, I definitely, like I said before, feel like the majors were better than Thorpe's, but I feel like Thorpe had the better overall event, if that makes sense. In terms of entertainment and the like in Thorpe High, I feel like that was better than the Ancestors, for instance. I feel like it was a lot better choreographed.
As I said to you, the only roaming actors we've seen all day is the Ancestors as we walked in.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the Wraiths walking around like they usually do. We haven't seen any sort of actors walking around. So like Thorpe had swarm actors, you know, as you said, all of the school stuff.
Yeah.
And the what? Crows.
And crows.
Yeah.
And
they didn't have anything like that here.
And what me and Joe were saying earlier, I don't know if you guys agree, but we were saying we think it'd be good if Alton Towers had a free scare maze for people to go around.
Yeah.
If they made Freak Show free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made Freak Show 3 free. It would make
Not
Alton.
Freak Show though, because Freak Show's
The best one.
Yeah.
No.
Freak Show Toxic Junkyard. Right, so yeah, I do feel like the event was good, but the overall event, I feel like Thorpe did it better, in all honesty. And I always give you my honest review, but I do feel like the scare maze were better value. Talking about
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Talking about our day then, we've had an amazing day. Today has been the best day I've had in a theme park in the whole of the 2021 season. It really has. We've been here from opening to close, and it's just been so good, so good. Yeah, and I wanted to thank, say a massive thank you to Zoe and Josh for joining us on our journey today. Go subscribe to these two. Let's get Zoe to 2K and let's get Josh to 100. If he's not there already, actually.
No, I'm not there yet.
Oh, you're not there. Okay. Forget that. Forget I said that. But yeah, let's go subscribe to those guys. I'll link the channels down in the description. Go follow Joe, by the way. Joe, here's your shout out for your Instagram. Go follow you on Instagram. I'll post it down in the description below.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, fantastic company and a fantastic day, really. I have thoroughly enjoyed it today. On all the coasters, in fact, we did a complete set, I think.
Apart from Mine Train.
apart from Mine Train, yeah, which is down there.
But yeah.
The pattern.
What?
You notice the pattern? We started the day 2 hours late and we left the park an hour late.
Yes. Yes, because unfortunately my car broke down. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you don't want to know about that. So guys, unfortunately we have come to the end of the video. So if you have liked it, please smack that like button, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a single video. This has been Mr. Joseph Oakley. This has been Josh and Zoe from I'm Addicted Theme Parks. And we shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.